work, 1 day of rest. You see that rhythm in the market. Okay? The other thing I want you to see and identify are these clusters of support and resistance. Here we have a double top high, a sideways consolidation, a lower outside return, and then we break through that high right here. Okay, let's label that on our chart. We break through that high this morning right here at 1034. We punch through, we form another high, and then look at what happens. Okay, let's get rid of some of this noise right here. We have a punch through to a new high, clearly where we have gone from bullish, lower lows and lower highs, to a lower outside return, higher high, higher low, higher high. Now at this point in the market, we see the market is overbought on our RSI if we look at confirmation, and we expect an outside return. We expect another one of these. Okay, we don't care what they say on CNBC. We're seeing higher highs and higher lows. So again, we have a higher high. Where might these buyers take profit and allow new buyers to come in and drive into a new high? Well, look left. We see here a period of resistance that we broke through. Old resistance becomes new support. And when you begin to look at your charts this way, you see that the model, the charts are telling you these areas where people might come in. So now if you are using fibs and using confluence, here we have a leg up. The 50% lines up with that. We also have 1, 2, 3 legs up if we draw the fibs on that entire move for the morning. We see confluence now. We have a 38 fib, a 50 fib, and prior structure support. So we might take a trade based on an additional indicator. And looking down here, we don't want to draw fibs on the RSI. That's a lesson for another day. Look at how they drive down into an oversold condition at 1050 to prior structure resistance at 2 other fibs. So if we clean up this chart, let's go back and build the argument. We see higher highs and higher lows. We see a punch through this resistance area, so we know that this is resistance turning into support. We're looking for confirmation that this area might be a level they jump off of. So we are building a case. We see here that there's an oversold condition right here. We also know that from this morning, from drawing our fibs, that we've got a 38 fib right here. Okay, if you see that. And we also know from looking at the leg that we drew here to the top, we have a 50 fib. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of confirmation that this might be a continuation at this area right here, from 816 quarter to 815.75, and sure enough they launch off of it 16 into 1950, 3.5 points or $175 per contract traded. And you can use any one of a number of things for a stop. You can use underneath the fib at the 62 right here at 814, or you could use the prior structure support here at this lower low. But what we teach are models that incorporate these tools into a tradable, back-testable system. You can see it's difficult to sort of pull this out as it's happening live, but we teach models where there are specific setups where we look for these legs and we look for 4 or 5 conditions to line up, and when they do, bang, we're in. So really what I want you guys to understand is, let's grab all this junk and take it off.